Then you crunch through the remainder of what was once the grand opening, a majestic ceremony dedicated to a beautiful level of cooperation between both Alaran and Caravia. This bank in front of you was meant to represent unified interests on the Shrouded Isles, and really, as your eyes sort of scan the area around you and your nostrils take in the delicious fumes of what remains, the only thing that truly seems to intermingle here is the different flavors of fire. One, Alarani in nature. Their magics spinning around you, focused on pleasing the customer primarily, and off in the distance, a mixture of Karavian spellcraft and necromantic energies, casting a dull green light over the distant remainder of the bank. In front of you, you're pretty sure you see someone separate themselves from the darkness of the environment, and your eyes do not strain against that lack of light, dark-visioned as you are, as someone pulls themselves free. Two shapes slung over their shoulders. He moves towards you with a somewhat light step, carrying two sheep with him. He strolls up, stops, and assumes a false salute of an Alarani guard, and drops the two creatures in front of you. Arbiter Ven, so good to see you. Sorry, I'm helping to evacuate the current residents of the bank. These are the, asylum seekers from, what was it? He looks down at the sheep in front of him. It looks up, turning towards him. Moo. Oh, right. Asylum seekers from the kingdom of the sheep, you must understand. He turns and leans on this one.
I know it only too well. And you are as industrious as ever.
Of course. He pats the sheep next to him.
He looks Adivian up and down. Someday you must teach me whatever trick you mastered to salute while carrying two sheep.
It's easy. It's all in the bend of the knee. And spending a short time as a juggler did help. He pops back up almost with like a cartoon spring. Though I haven't had much use for it, particularly recently. Infiltrating the church, particularly around Renelin, has been tedious. I never want to do anything fun. I'll admit, my experiences here in this bank, they were fun. Picking up, sorting through the wreckage after you-know-who, now that was fun. By the way, the whole Kingdom of the Sheep thing, I'm pretty sure you already know that's one of their creations.
Ven doesn't say anything for a bit. There's purple light reflected as he just contemplates an eldritch inferno burning behind him, slowly turns back. Your idea of fun is ill-fitting to our plane of origin, I fear.
Oh, come on. Even you have to get tired of the endless tedium. Sorting open and shut cases. This is mildly more exciting. You have to admit, this case at the very least has to be testing your abilities.
It's testing my patience, that's for certain. I thought it sounds outrageously naive now that I say it out loud, but I thought perhaps we had seen the worst.
You in the distance, the vaguest roar of whatever the great beast that had been unleashed in this place splits the horizon, almost a mournful foghorn, as a cascade of water slams against the shores, its great burning form almost roiling the ocean with it. I will admit, this does seem to be on a, somewhat grander scale than usual. You sorted out Tannhauser very fast.
Tannhauser, there was a certain degree of, preparation. I had any idea what to expect from the situation as it was understood prior to their arrival. I literally am going to need you to recount from the beginning how any of this happened. And I would deeply enjoy it if you could start with that. He points out to the great meandering beast of the deep.
Well, here's the exciting part. He leaps and lands on the sheep again, almost like using them as two sawhorses. Suspending himself in midair, he lounges. They decided to be stealthy this time.
I can tell.
So, starting at the very top, that thing. That being out there should only last as long as the artifacts that have been consumed to power it still are burning, and it's probably burning a little more quickly now that it's in the ocean. But at the very least, we have a few months left of, Fire Bear.
A few months, a few centuries.
Oh, yes.
He shakes his head sadly. Customer service spell. You know, we invented a perfectly good... We have cards. Numbers are written on them. You look at what it is, that tells you where to go in the building. It's a wondrous, revolutionary thing.
There are, of course, a multitude of lesser claims, property damage like crazy, stolen vase, you'll like this one. Pissing in the lava. Threatened pissing in the lava.
Ben kind of squints and points off. Who is that? That man standing over there with his entire face clenched.
Oh, yes, of course. That'll actually help things. One of the guards. You start to walk over, and as you do, you see this man half buried in the soot over here. And as you sort of approach it, Vivian's like, oh, I thought I managed to get everyone out here. And somebody right at the entrance. That's hysterical. You miss what's right under your nose. Okay, you want to do the honors, or should I?
Sir.
Oh, hold on. I'll help you with that. Divian walks over and plucks him from the ground. Thank you. Oh, don't thank us just yet.
Yes, you are a witness to the events that occurred here?
Yeah, I guess I am. Are you guys with the insurance company?
Oh, if only my existence were so simple. No, but I must take your statement on the events that occurred nevertheless. In particular, could you describe the event of a group of visitors of the following descriptions? He waves a hand and beams the descriptions into this guy's head because he doesn't even want to bother speaking them out loud. These people.
I think I just forgot the face of my child. Okay,
Nah.
It passes, you'll remember. Okay, these guys, huh? Yeah, and, this guy's face actually lights up. The blonde, the skinny blonde one? He actually helped save the lives of me and like all my guys.
Oh, generous of him.
When we were surrounded by the big fire, he says, gesturing, he told me to hop into a coffin and like ride it out. And that worked for a while. And then I got hit by a falling 2x4 on my way back. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Glad my guys clearly left me for dead here.
I see. So you were cremated and happened to survive. Is that what I'm to take from this?
Yeah, like
I see. Very well. And you would be willing to recount these events in sworn testimony?
Yeah, of course.
Very good. He just, before the guy says anything else, he just snaps his fingers and winks him out of existence.
Oh my god.
Very good.
As a Divian hops over the sheep, you see a man sort of like hurriedly skulking his way out of the bank. He turns over and looks at the two of you and is like, "Oh, are you with the janitor? Thank that guy for us."
I see. I'm something of a janitor myself. Describe this person.
Sort of tall, blonde, carrying a butter churn.
Not much fat on him.
No, horns.
No, little horns. Yes. Yes. And what else did the janitor do or say to you?
Oh, I actually talked to some other guys on the way out. You watch us. A guy with a mask runs in? Why are we stopping? Oh, right, I was just telling them about the janitor. Oh, yeah. Guy ran around and handed out wet rags to everyone,
I see. Scribble. And you two are employees at this institution?
We were, I guess.
Well, I suppose I do already have one witness account. His fingers are hovering in the air, ready to snap. He's thinking. Very well. Be on your way, then.
They look at each other and start to rush off, like almost understanding that they were spared a fate worse than death. As one more guy sort of like walks up. As this strange squad moves their way forwards, this man up front is like, "Oh, who do I spy over there? That looks like trouble." He turns and looks over at the soldier and the sheep. Or does it? Okay, I'm gonna handle this one. Hey, hi, there's actually, oh, you already got two of them. Yeah, there's a lot of animals down there, specifically, there's a bunch of mooing sheep that, were, like, up until very recently, headbutting me and my friends to death. It was a very slow process, so we did manage to escape. I have, from a third-party perspective, witnessed the rise and fall of this kingdom. They unionized, they discovered royalty, monarchy. Then the brutal executions began. Again, I myself am a survivor, and just in time to escape the burning wreckage of the bank. They did have their own communist revolution, so things...
Oh, of course.
So, like, thank you, thanks to the guy that went around handing out all of the literature to the sheep.
Perhaps the thin blonde.
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
These leftover animals, these mooing sheep, they are down there. Where is there?
You can kind of get back, like you gotta squeeze, but you can get down into the back of the bank, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff still down there. Adivian sweeps forward. He's like, that's where I've been excavating these ones from. He gestures over at the two sheep that he's been using as props.
I see. It appears you have no small amount of work left before you.
Me? I thought you were here to relieve me. Wait, no. No. You're still busy? Really? I thought with Tannhauser wrapping up, you'd just be on to the next job. He sort of like reaches up and taps one of his ears and like turns, puts his head up against the column. What do you mean? Then, of all? No way. He turns and stares at you flabbergasted. You have time off?
I do not believe for a second that column told you as much. In any case, time off or no, I do have an appointment. One that, as is so many things in my schedule, is ironclad. I do not, alas, have the time to excavate mowing sheep.
He taps his ear again a few times. Oh, my handler's screaming at me. Okay. She says, oh, I've got to finish up here and then cart my ass all the way over to Renelin. It sucks being a member of the church. And she says, he sort of moves forward again, your appointment? It's over in Oleron, really? You're sure it's not time off?
It is, if you must know, the most important venture. Only something of such paramount, critical gravity could call me away in the middle of this duty. But alas, the seasons wait for neither man nor demon, and the season is nearly upon us.
Adivian's expression, his smile widens, but one of his eyes tenses up as if he's trying to process this information. He's like, I understand perfectly.
I hoped you would.
Enjoy your trip, sir. He folds his hands. By the way, are those 3 free to go?
Oh, yes, it's of no concern. Just make sure you save me a sheep as evidence.
Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, you. Mo. The other one runs away. This one tries, and he just puts a hand out and holds it in place. Okay, right away, boss.
You finish up here, you do proper service in Renelin, and as we have discussed, I can perhaps at that point initiate discussions on the subject of revoking your exile.
He looks delighted. That would mean the world to me. Okay. He lifts up the sheep and starts to walk. Well then, I bid you adieu, and I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Enjoy your baseball game! He smiles and walks into the distance.
Ven watches him go, and his eyes narrow slightly. It's anything but a game.